Holiday season is a time of great joy, but for some it is also a time of great stress as well. And that is where the folks at Revitalist in Johnson City can help. And this morning, Catherine Walker with Revitalist joins us with some great information on coping with stress during the holiday season. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
It really is a time, you know, it is a joyful time, but for a lot of folks, the stress does set in.
Sure. And you know, the holidays, we have change, right?
Right.
It's just change. Change from the previous year, change to the years going forward. And when we have these inconsistencies, it's just a new environment.
Right.
You know.
Just trying to cope with the new norm.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, the election changes, the holiday stress, people recovering from Helene in our environment especially. And what we've done is we've kind of tried to reframe the way we look at mental health. Because a lot of times, like an example would be, say I'm going through a divorce and say I'm really struggling and I just don't understand what I'm going through, and I start to have symptoms of anxiety and depression. And what happens right now in the mental health space is we start medicating that because it's abnormal. Well, the abnormal is the new situation that we're in because our identity has changed. So we have to learn different ways, better coping mechanisms. So I have a book
right here
that I wrote here,
right there,
talking about how we can change the narrative of mental health. And instead of looking at everything as being sick, look at it as more of a deficiency. Like, how do we learn? How do we grow? How do we evolve? Because think about the stress that we were in when we were 10 years old. That stress at 10 years old, completely different than the stress that we know now. And now we look back and go, gosh, I can't believe that stressed me out so much. And it's because we've learned. So at Revitalist, what we're doing is the gift of giving. So everybody can get a book. They can go to our locations either in Johnson City. We have a location in Knoxville, Tennessee, as well as Tampa, Florida. But they can go and pick up a book and learn about mental health from a different narrative. So this is more based on like neuroscience and real actions, like every day, like what's feasible, what's tangible that we can actually consider.
You also brought some supplements here that are mushrooms.
They are.
Tell us about those, because you have them in different reishi and lion's mane and different mushrooms.
Yeah. So all of these are they're all legal mushrooms, you know, with all these different pieces. But with these mushrooms, they're fascinating because they're natural ways that we can actually address symptoms that we may be having. So lion's mane is a natural way to help with cognitive decline. People who are struggling with ADD, ADHD, fogginess, you know, just having a lack of clarity. Lion's mane is beautiful. Reishi actually helps a lot with blood pressure. So people who have high blood pressures, if they're looking for a natural way, reishi can help with that. It also helps with like rest and recovery, kind of helps to auto-regulate your stress levels. So people who may be struggling with anxiety, PTSD, trauma symptoms, insomnia, reishi's beautiful. Cordyceps actually helps with diabetic control as well as thyroid issues, and energy and asthma. So people who struggle with a lot of breathing issues, cordyceps is a beautiful piece there. Comprehensive health is kind of a mix, so it's a multivitamin per se of mushrooms. And then lion's brain is our proprietary one. She's beautiful. She is actually a mix of mushrooms, but then also has all of these B vitamins that we actually need on a cerebral level. So meaning that if we're not in the 75th percent max of vitamins that we need in a lot of situations, our brain can't function normally.
And so the stress creeps in.
Stress creeps in, the degeneration of cells in our brain, because our cells regenerate every 30 days. These help our brain to actually regenerate on a healthier level.
All right, a lot to take in there.
Yeah.
They need to come see a Revitalist.
They do. We got free books. Free books equal free consults, and then we got deals on our supplements.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Folks, it's Revitalist right here in Johnson City. Give them a call at that number right there. Check out that website as well.